Yes, welcome to my YouTube channel, MikroTik. Today I want to show you configuration of 260GS. I want to enable the VLANs. So 260GS, I know most of you knows 260GS. It's as simple as this one. It normally has an SFP back. At the back it has an SFP. If you look at the back, this one. So these are the SFP. So you find that at the back you can either give internet either via the fiber, that one you use the SFP connection, or you can give internet via the LAN cable. But with me, I have two stations. These two stations are 100 meters apart. I've used media converter to transfer link from point A to point B. So I've just come to a solution by which I want to make use of VLAN to transfer link from point A to point B. And I want to transfer link, almost there are 5 links. So I want to transfer them from my point A, which is 100 meters away from here. So I want to reduce the use of media converter. That's why I've gone to this 260GS. So it's very simple. 260GS, it's a manageable switch, and the one advantage with 260GS is that it's a giga switch, so it can go above 100 Mbps. So I want to, one will be station A, where my starting point is going to be it's going to be access point. So I'm going to put the one which is written AP. That one I'm going to put it at station A. Then station B, which is here, I'm going to put this station B is going to act as a station. So I'm going to have indicated it as an ST. So before you continue further, please make sure you subscribe to my channel so that whenever I upload any video, you'll be the first one to grasp. So it is very simple to do that. So first thing that you're going to do, you are going to connect it to the power. You connect it to this one to 60. So I want to start configuration of the AP first. Then from there I'll go to the station ST. So what you need to do, it's very simple. Just insert the power cable. First make sure that it's at a reset mode. Then from there you just inject it to the power. Power adapter. So I just put it in the power. Just put it to the power. Then, after putting the power button, after injecting the power, then you connect your laptop. You connect it to your PC, but it's normally advisable you connect it to port number 2. That one is for the basic configuration. Then you make sure it's at a default state. That one is by resetting it. So I know everybody knows how to reset to 60. It's very simple. You just press the reset button for like 2 minutes. Then you'll see the blue light. This blue second light is going to blink. There's a blue light here which is going to blink. then like 3 times, then from there it's just at a default state. So you come to your PC. So you come and open the Winbox. It's 88.1. So there you just connect. So you know, to 260GS, when you connect to Winbox, it takes you to a browser. So it doesn't open the Winbox like the normal MikroTik. So you give it like 1 minute. And the first thing that you make sure that the adapter option, you have changed it to 88. So 192.168.88.8 can be 100 dot something. So that's the first step after you have reset it. So let us go back to the Winbox. Run the Winbox, then connect. So it's going to give you a page. The MikroTik page is going to pop up. So you just put it. The username is normally admin, and the password is just, you leave it the password to be blank. Sign in. So now you are inside. So from there, so you are seeing it's very simple. Okay. So from there, we are going to mark link 1 to be, okay, so port 1 is going to be link 101, then port 2 is going to be 202, then port 3 is going to be link 301, then port 4 we are going to put as link 41. Port 5 we are going to write it as a link 501. Then the SFP port, we are going to put it as a trunk. Okay. Then from there, trunk port. Then you apply. So you wait for a minute. That. Then you go to VLAN. So with VLAN, you just name them the same way you have named the port. So you start with VLAN for link 01, you put 01, 101, 201, 301. So 301, then 401, 401, then 501, 501, then from 501 you apply. Then you come to VLANs. VLANs, you just add the VLANs ID, but you make sure that the VLANs ID are just the way you have named them, like it's the way you have named the VLANs. So you are seeing I've started with 01, then I leave 01 to always strip there, then I put 201, then I just add, I insert, then 301, I insert again for the first 5 ports, then I just continue 401, so I insert again, then 501, 501, I insert. Okay, then from there I make sure that the IDs are linked to, I make sure that the ID is linked to the VLAN ID, and it should be always stripped. Like 401 always stripped, you see. Then 501 always stripped. Then trunk I'm supposed to add. In case it's missing, I just add if missing. add if missing, just like that up to the last port, which is the VLAN. Add if missing, add if missing, then I apply. Then I apply all. I wait for a minute because it's applying. So I just give it some minutes. Okay. Then I come to system. System now is whereby now I want to give identity. So this one is going to be an AP, meaning that is the access point. So it's just the same as receiver. Then I make sure that it's at a static. Then I change the static IP. So my static IP is going to be so just confirm it. So I change my static IP. So my static IP is going to be 192.168.88.6. Okay, then I just come and apply. Then the password, you can put password the one which you like. That one you can put any number. Yeah, so that one is no issue password. Like with me, that one is my password. Okay, then I can save the backup to make sure that in case, because you are seeing that this the AP and the station, they're supposed to be the same. That's why it's better you configure the first one, then the second one you just upload the backup. Yeah, so it can give you a very easy thing, very easy. So just continue. Then I come and check my status, but make sure that the firmware versions are both the same. If they're different, then it won't work. Yeah. So I'm checking if everything is fine. Okay. It's okay. Then I come to system, I confirm it's okay. Then I apply all. Just as simple as that. So that one already I've configured. That one already I've configured the AP access point. Yeah. So now I'm going to the station. So you are seeing the AP. So the AP is done. We can just log it and see. Yeah, you are seeing now we confirm the AP. Then I sign in. So that one already I've configured my AP. So please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when I'll be doing, because I have to go to the station, so for my next video I'll show you how to upload this setup for station. Then we uploaded this setup for AP. We are going to upload it to the station. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, thumb up.